Hi everyone. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's late at night, and that's why I'm whispering right now. I don't want to be too loud, but I'm out here just because I had some thoughts running through my head, and I felt compelled to make a recording. But I'm a bit tired, but I had some thoughts running through my head that I would like to share with you guys in this recording. For the subject, so it's just what I want to talk about tonight is just going to be about some random thoughts that have been running through my head. And it's the late evening, so I mean, I don't constantly make videos, but if I have a few ideas running through my head, or if I just have some random words that I would like to share, then I'm going to share it. But So I think it's going to be on the topic where I'm just watching these videos on YouTube, different people's videos on YouTube. So, you know, I'm on YouTube, I'm watching a few videos, just chilling, relaxing. And you know, when I watch these videos, I usually I scroll down to the comment section to see what people had texted or had typed down below most of these people's commentary or whatever. And it baffles me because most of the majority of these people on YouTube they're so arrogant, you know, like, I don't know, like they have to take things, like, especially subjects that have to do with metaphysics, like they have to take it so literal, so serious, and it's like, and I'm thinking, well, why can't you guys just take in information without being judgmental? You know, it's like, it's not that hard. So we as human beings, we're here to take in information, and whatever does not resonate with us, we just set it aside for later or something, you know, like, I don't know. And that's basically what I wanted to discuss tonight. This general topic of all of the people out there who are so close-minded, like I don't know. I think in a way this video, I'm like kind of ranting in this video. I just wanted to rant about this because there are just so many people out there who take certain subjects so literal, and it's like you're supposed to listen and take it in, take these people's commentary in with an open mind. And at the same time, to not be so judgmental about it, you know, like, because, okay, well, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, okay, as an enlightened person, you're supposed to, or, you know, if you are a person with an open third eye, an open spiritual eye, you can't judge, you know. Okay, so listen to, okay, there's this one guy I'm listening to. I'm listening to his videos, and there are some things, there are some subjects in his video, or there will be a topic on, you know, there will be a topic he'll talk about, and then he'll say a certain thing, and then I'll be like, and then when he says something that I don't resonate with, I'll be like, you know, like, I'll just take it in and think about it. But I'm not judging him, you know. I'm not judging him. Like, I'm not saying in my head, oh, you're wrong, or oh, well, that's not right, you know, your information not right, you know. Like, I'll just listen to what he has to say, and I won't say, no, your information is wrong. I'll just take it in with an open heart and an open mind. And that's what you're supposed to do. If you're a person who is pure of heart, you won't be judgmental towards anybody. Especially if they're trying to help people open up their third eye or awaken their spiritual eye. Because if you're being judgmental of people who are trying to help you, then your third eye is not open for the most part. So, see what else I want to say about this topic. So there will be things that these people will say, and I won't agree with them at first, because there will be some things that this person will say, and I'll be like, well, maybe you know, I have to think about this for a second, or I'll just have to, you know, because I'm, you know, people for the enlightened ones, for the spiritual teachers who are trying to teach people to be more open-minded, you have to accept what they're saying and realize that it's their own truth that they're awakening to. You yourself, as a spiritual person, you have to accept all of these spiritual teachers who are trying to help, even though their information may not resonate with you. You have to accept them awakening to their own spiritual truth, what they're awakening to, because everybody is different, and you must accept that and not take it in a judgmental way. Just because it doesn't resonate with your truth does not mean you know, you at least have to respect them and what they're doing, even though their truth may not resonate with your truth, because every human being is awakening. They're awakening to their own stuff, you know. Because everybody they have different spiritual eyes. Not everybody's spiritual eye is the same. So like I was saying, so to get back on topic, I have to think of what I really want to say. So yeah, so just because somebody is spiritually awakening and they have different views, it does not mean that you should bash them just because what they're saying you're not going to agree with, because each and every person in the world is they're not the same. They don't have the same genetics as you. They don't have the same DNA as you. So you have to expect their information, their spiritual information, to be different from yours. And these ignorant people on YouTube, these trolls, they're going on YouTube and they're bashing, they're disagreeing with certain spiritual teachers just because their ideals does not match with theirs. And what I would like to say is, for the most part, I mean, you have to expect different and unique information to come out, because everybody's awakening will not be the same. There will be spiritual teachers who will speak information, spread information that is unique and different from the others' information. And it's crazy because I was watching a video that KJ did, and it was the one he did recently about the UFOs and the dimensional beings that are coming forth that people are seeing. And I'm reading and I'm going down in the comment section and I'm seeing people say, oh, well, they're demons, or, you know. I'll look at people's commentary and I'll see people write, I'll see people say, oh, these UFOs or these aliens are demons. And it's like, okay, why would you think that? You know, like, why in your mind? That's like the first thing you're going to think in your mind, isn't it? You're going to think, oh, these interdimensional beings are demons, you know, and that's what people have been indoctrinated to, is the first thing in their mind. They're going to say, they're demons or they're devils or something. or they're from Lucifer or something like that. And I'm like, and in my head, I'm thinking, well, so why are these people saying these aliens are demons, but there's not one person in the commentary section saying, oh, well, these aliens are angels. Like everybody will just say, well, there'll be a few people on the down in the commentary section saying, oh, well, these are demons. Like, and I don't see any other person saying, oh no, these are angels. Like nobody is saying that. Like, nobody. So, and that right there just automatically makes me think of, like, okay, well, these people are indoctrinated. They're, you know, they have the Bible in their head, so to speak. Or the first thing they think about is the Bible or whatever. And that's what I'm talking, and that's the first thing that comes in my head when I see these people talking about, like, you know, when they're saying stuff like that in the commentary section down below his video. And frankly, I want to add my opinion. I want to add my opinion to that. So, and this is my spiritual truth, and and so what I'm going to say right now, this is my own spiritual truth, and you're going to bash me for it. You're just going to say, oh, well, no, you're wrong for thinking that. And frankly, I don't really care about what people have to say anymore, especially on YouTube if they're trolling. But, in my spiritual opinion on that video would be that these, all these light shapes, all these little interdimensional thingies that are coming out that people are looking at in the sky. You know what I think that is? Okay, so in my opinion, I honestly think that these little alien UFO light ship, little light geometrical like shapes floating around in the sky, right? What if that was you? What if those things were different people who had passed on, and you're trying to awaken humanity, okay? These different ascended beings that were once human. They've reached that level to where they can travel to these different realms, these different interdimensional planes of existence. That's our family. Those little things you see in the sky, they're like little balloon type thingies. They change shape. That is just us. Those little aliens are us. And we're trying to help humanity awaken when we're in the past. So these little interdimensional beings that are in the sky, floating up in the sky, and they're changing form, they're changing their shape and all that. Those little guys are just they're thought forms that have popped up in this dimension, but we are etherically terraforming or transforming these little thoughts, these thoughts that we have. And these are basically ascended thoughts that are reaching us. Because we may be in the past right now, and us from the future, we are trying to help and awaken humanity by meditating and sending out these thoughts, and we are forming and transforming our thoughts to appear in a certain way to these people, because this is us in the future. We're from the future. We are in the future. Are the ones who have ascended and who have very, very powerful open third eyes. We are trying to help humanity awaken and to not be afraid of us in these forms, because we have become intergalactic, and we're trying to, I mean, we may be dead, but I mean, we may be dead to people in this third dimension, but we're still alive in the other dimensions. And we're trying to help and awaken humanity in this dimension by sending out light frequency patterns in those little transformative little geometric light shapes that we're seeing in the sky. I mean, I truly believe that's us there. or at least some of us that have become highly advanced, and we can shape our thoughts to become these little geometric shapes for everyone else to see, and I think that's very powerful. The beings who are doing that, the family members who are doing that, they are way, way advanced. As far as being advanced in the mental mind state, for the most part. And besides that, there's another topic I wanted to go over. So, another video I watched by RFG, Chosen One, a video where he talked about the sleep paralysis. And it's crazy because I had went through this as well when I was younger. I had been 15 years old when this had happened. But when I saw his video and I saw that dark figure in his video, I was like, I instantly was like, oh, well, yeah, I experienced something kind of similar to that. And I may have been like 15 years old when this had happened. So I was at least like 15 or 14 years old when I had this particular sleep paralysis. But when this had happened, I remember clearly what I had seen. But it's not like crystal clear. It's somewhat fuzzy, but I remember the memory of this sleep paralysis. Okay, so when this had happened, I was just laying in my bed and I thought I was asleep, but I guess I was like awake. And I remember just laying in my bed or on the couch or somewhere. And, yeah, I thought I was asleep. But I remember like laying down and I saw like my ceiling and like the wall in my room. And then it was like an instantaneous, like, okay, so everything was normal, but there was like a dark figure there. I don't know, it was weird. Like he was like the being had like, it was like a dark figure, but it was not human. I mean, it had like the head and the shape of a human, but it was, when I saw this Archon, it was like, he was like a dark shadow gray. And I remember seeing its face. Like, its face was like this, like a creature you would see like in a nightmare or something. Like his face was crazy. Like he had like small eyes and like no nose and stuff. Like he had no face, but like he still had eyes and he still had a mouth. And I remember this. It was crazy. And this scenario had happened when I was in the sleep paralysis. Like, I remember seeing like this dark figure, like this dark entity who was like all shadowy and stuff. Okay, so if I were to give you a basic generalization of what he looked like, I don't know how many of my subscribers are gamers, but I used to be, and I am still an avid gamer. And this being, this dark gray being, it really was like that creature you would see in that Resident Evil 4 game. It looked just like that, like the weird, tall, like gray, like dark alien-looking creature that you could not kill, and it made like a weird, like breathing sound, like that creature, that Archon creature that I saw when I was in sleep paralysis looked just like that. Like, I don't know if I was playing too many games, or I was playing that certain game, and that creature and that entity just came into my dream just because I was playing that game or something. But I don't know. Like that scene, or that specific experience that happened to me, I just thought that was just really mind-blowing. That just confirms that there are other beings out there besides humans. That just confirms it, you know? And there are different beings and you can't be so close-minded, because there are different beings who come within your dream state, and that right there should tell you that there are other interdimensional beings that exist with us. Because if there weren't, I think us as a human species would just be dreaming about human beings and not other beings. I mean, just look at the animals, you know, like they are beings too that exist with us. So I don't understand why people would say, we're the only intelligent life out there, or that's here, you know. I mean, just look at the other different variations of animals. Look at humans, you know, like there are many other different species out there, regardless of what the closed-minded ones have to say. But anyway, I don't want to keep this video too long. It's already getting a little long, but this particular topic was on my mind, so I had to get it out on recording. And I was just laying in bed tired, and I was thinking to myself, well, should I make this video? I'm comfortable. I'm a little tired. I don't know if I want to make this recording, but so I have to say that there definitely is a heaven and a hell. I know that for sure, because look at these different interdimensional beings that, I mean, heaven and hell only exist in people's minds. That's it. I mean, we project our experience. Because, and another thing too, back in 2011, when I had took a trip to Japan, that time I did see what you would call an angelic being with my own two eyes. And I was not drugged up or on drug or anything, you know, because of that right there, you know, they would search you, the people at the airport would search you for that stuff. So I was not